Good afternoon, my name is Specialist Lewis. Today I'll be training you on how to orient a map using the Lensatic compass. Task: orient a map using the Lensatic compass referencing STP-21-1-SMTCT. Task number 071-COM-1011. Conditions: you are a member of a squad or team in a field environment and have been directed to orient a map in preparation for movement. You have a 100 to 50,000 scale map of an area and a compass. Some iterations of this task should be performed in Mop 4 standards. Lay the map in a horizontal position, determine the direction and value of declination, and orient the map to the ground using the compass. Side note, we will not be conducting this training in Mop 4. So overall assessment is low, but please be aware of severe weather. If severe weather happens to occur, we have shelter. Be aware of wildlife. Don't mess with it, won't mess with you. And also, please be on the lookout of moving vehicles. Make sure you crossing the street, properly looking both ways prior to crossing. Environmental, the Army Green policy is reduce, reuse, recycle, and it is the duty and responsibility of all soldiers and DA civilians to protect and preserve its environment. Security concerns, foreign disclosure, FD1. This training product has been reviewed by the training developers in coordination with the G2 Fort Benning, Georgia Foreign Disclosure Officer. This training product can be used to instruct international military students from all approved countries without restrictions. So immediately following the training, you will be evaluated on an individual basis. In order to receive a go, you must complete all performance steps to the standard, and you will be evaluated one at a time. In order to use a map, one of the basic skills you need to be able to do is orient it. It can be done in several ways. This class will cover how to orient your map using a compass. I will demonstrate the task at full speed. After that, you will have time to practice to the standard and will begin evaluations. demonstration is completed. I just oriented the map using a Lensatic compass. So the performance steps, if needed any necessary training, I'll read the performance steps for you. So step 1 is to lay the map in a horizontal position. Determine the direction of the declination and its value from the declination diagram on the map. Orient the map using the first technique. I use the first technique, and that will be the only technique used during this training. Take the straight edge on the left side of the compass and place it along the north-south grid line, with the cover of the compass pointing towards the top of the map. Number 2, keep the compass aligned as directed above while rotating the compass and the map and the compass together until the magnetic arrow is above the fixed black index line on the compass. At this time, the map is close to oriented, but it isn't oriented yet. After you do that, you have to rotate the compass in the direction of the declination diagram, which is at the bottom of the map. Verify the GM angle, and once that GM angle is verified, you have successfully oriented the map. So at this time, I'm giving my soldiers 5 minutes to practice how to orient the map using the compass. Those 5 minutes are up. So soon we're about to begin the assessment of the training. So the safety equipment prior to doing the training, safety equipment you'll need a flick, you'll need eye pro, you'll need gloves, you'll need a helmet, proper military OCP with authorized boots. You'll also need a camelback, and you'll need an IFAC. So prior to them being evaluated, I will restate the task conditions and the standards. Task is 071-COM-1011, orient to map using a Lensatic compass. Conditions: you are a member of a squad or a team in a field environment and have been directed to orient a map in preparation for movement. You have a 1 to 50,000 scale map of an area and a compass. Some iterations of this task should be performed in Mop 4. Standards: lay the map out in a horizontal position, determine the direction and the value of the declination, and orient the map to the ground using the compass. We will not, like I said before, we will not be performing this training in Mop 4. The performance measures: you laid the map out in a horizontal position, determine the direction of declination and its value from the declination diagram, once again, which is at the bottom of the map. And number 3 is orient the map. You are lost and need to orient your map. So this is for the soldiers, so be prepared to get evaluated. So the brief is: you are lost and need to orient your map using a Lensatic compass before you can develop a route to get to your objective. So at this time, I'm going to allow the students to perform the performance steps, and I will observe them as they're performing the performance steps. And they will also be evaluated at this time. So the evaluation is over. They've had 5 minutes to complete the assignment. The task proficiency is trained. There were no failures, but if there were to be any failures, we would retrain at building 601020, which is on post at on Thursday at 1400 in the same uniform. So at this time, I'm going to account for all equipment that I've used during this training, which is 1 map, 1 compass, and 1 protractor. So we have 1 map, 1 compass, and 1 protractor. So at this time we're going to conduct the AAR. So what was supposed to happen was I was supposed to train my students on how to orient a map using the Lensatic compass. What was supposed to happen, what actually happened, what went wrong, what went right, and what can be improved. So now we're about to review the risk assessment. All controls were effective. There were no injuries during the training. This is my final inspection. So now we're gonna close out the training site. We're gonna do a police call. We're gonna pick up any trash. You know, we have to protect and preserve the environment. So the environment's clean. Report assessment to leadership. So Sergeant Tillett, we had T is for trained, P is for practice, and U is for untrained.